basically today, well, a few days ago was my birthday. I turned 19, and I was kind of, thinking about Gen Z, because childhood's kind of over. So this YouTube video came up on my recommended, a tribute to Gen Z media. So I thought, let's check it out and just kind of see, I guess, reflect on the childhood because I think we had a pretty good one.
Every generation thinks they
Oh, before we go any further, shout out to this guy for making this video.
have the best movies, music, TV shows, and books. And as a member of Gen Z, let me just say that we definitely do. Let's start
Oh, dude, we dominated that. We killed it. We had such a good childhood. I think we took it for granted.
out with TV, and more specifically, cartoons. The hyper-ironic, random humor Gen Z is known for really just stems from the cartoons we grew up watching. I mean, the most popular cartoon of our childhood followed an anthropomorphic bird and raccoon.
I don't know. I never really got into cartoons growing up. They just were never on. I was more of like a YouTube kid. I know, as weird as that may seem, like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, David Dobrik, like those were kind of the people I watched kind of growing up, and like a lot of the gaming YouTubers, of course, like Markiplier. But I mean, I watched like Amazing World of Gumball. I know Amazing World of Gumball. I watched that a lot growing up, but I never really got into the regular show or like SpongeBob. I liked Gravity Falls, but that's like pretty much it.
Working at a park with a green man, a ghost, an immortal yeti with a gumball machine as a boss. It doesn't really get more random than that. Regular Show really had a massive influence on Gen Z's humor. I mean, the amount of times me and my friends have said, "Oh," after something epic happens,
Okay, well, so that's where I mean, come on. All these cartoons, it is where a lot of our humor comes from, whether you know it or not. It just comes from Cartoon Network shows, which is kind of
it's
interesting.
gotta be in the hundreds. And we didn't just have Regular Show. I mean, Phineas and Ferb
Oh,
is
Phineas
probably
and
my
Ferb.
favorite show of all time, up there with The Sopranos. While the animation and premise of the show makes it appear like it's meant for little kids, the writing and humor is so clever and witty that I enjoy the show more now at 20 years old than I did when I was a little kid. Other
Yeah, that's the one thing I'll say. Like a lot of even Gravity Falls, a lot of these shows you can still watch now with like friends if you want to. Like I don't know. It's really interesting how that works. Like we don't have a show where you can like cartoons are really rare in the sense where you can go back and watch them and not really cringe compared to like Disney shows. I mean, I tried to rewatch Kicking It a month ago with a friend. Oh my god. Oh my god.
shows like Gravity Falls, The Amazing World of Gumball, and Adventure Time also helped
Adventure
mold
Time.
the absurd and spontaneous identity, humor, and culture of our generation. Now let's talk about music. Man, from 2014 to 2019, the amount of amazing music that was released is astounding. Gen Z is obsessed with 2016, and I think a main reason for that is because so many great albums were released that year. Blonde, Starboy, Anti, Lemonade, Coloring Book, Black Star, The Life of Pablo, Untitled Unmastered, Views, Awaken My Love. I mean, 20
That's in and Lil Uzi Vert. What? Was it? No, Juice WRLD was like 2018. Juice WRLD was 20. That's insane, though.
16 Uzi has basically become a mythical figure because of his consistency and output during that year. And I'm not saying these are necessarily Gen Z albums, but usually the music that's the most important to you is the music that was released during your formative years. And I just gotta say, we low-key win. Like, yeah, I'll admit we didn't have Michael Jackson or Biggie or Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but bro, do you know who we got? My man Fetty Wap. Listen, I'm not even being ironic. Fetty Wap at his peak had the entire world in the palm of his hand. Bro, I know you remember 1738 and I got this sewed up.
Oh my god. And I got this sold up.
And he had other hits like My Way, RGF Island, and again, Fetty Wap was really the king of writing hooks. I don't want to sound like too much of an old head, but modern pop music to me sounds like it's lacking creativity. Everyone kind of
I don't know about that. Like Olivia Dean's really good. I really like Olivia Dean. That's my guilty pleasure. I'll listen to that any day. She's so good. It's just that like classic sound. I don't know. I really like it. So I kind of disagree with that. I think there are some artists that I'm like, how, but There are really good ones. Like there are way more good artists right now than there are bad, which at some points is not the case.
Sounds the same and is trying to hop on trends, and when someone new does come with an original sound, it's shocking. I miss the days when upcoming artists like Travis Scott, Tyler the Creator, and Frank Ocean were experimenting and pushing boundaries of their genres. And while these guys are still at the top of their game, the new artists to take their place.
Okay, well, in like what else is there to do really? Because I feel like a lot of course, there's always more to do, but a lot of the sounds that are popular right now have already kind of been tapped in. So that's what all these guys are kind of trying to copy. And it goes for every genre. Like everyone knows what's hot, so they're going to make that until the one person does something a bit different and then everyone it's a cycle. So I kind of disagree with that too in that sense.
Just don't do it for me. I still remember I was in 8th grade when Igor dropped, and I was blown away. It was equal parts soul, pop, and hip.
Oh no, I never really listened to Tyler the Creator. I know I probably should. I know he's like really good. I mean, his Grammy performance this past year was really cool. I liked it.
Pop. There was a complete narrative through the entire album. The music videos were beautiful. It was creativity at its peak. The greatest thing about this era of music was that there was something for everyone. There were plenty of pop radio hits, hip-hop was going through its second prime, new wave R&B was on the rise, and artists were starting to mature and find their own sound. I couldn't be happier with the music Gen Z grew up with, and the same goes for video games. If there's one video game that would define our generation, it's obviously Minecraft.
Okay.
I really don't know what to say about Minecraft that hasn't already been.
Minecraft's probably the greatest game created of all time. Like I still play it today. It's so fun. It's so fun. The stuff you can do like as a kid, I think everyone like in school when you were in like middle school on your computer, you would just play creative and just build a mansion or something or like the pixel art. I was really into that. Like I remember at my grandparents' house and like stuff like that, doing stuff like that with my cousins, just going in creative and doing random things. Or if we were in survival, my older cousins would just kill me and piss me off.
Said. I still fondly remember the days of hopping in worlds with my friends and building roller coasters, mansions, and having full-scale battles. It was the perfect escape, simple yet dense with content, complete freedom. The same goes for Minecraft's equally popular but wilder little brother, Roblox.
I haven't really played a Roblox all that much. I know I should probably. Roblox isn't really, from what I've seen at least, it's not really like Roblox is just a game, like has multiple games within a game. Like there's Five Nights at Freddy's. You can do whatever you want really in Roblox. So I mean, I guess it would be fun to play. I don't know if I'm too old to play now, but I just never played it.
There was really something for everyone in Roblox. Sports games, fashion games, tycoon games, mystery games. There was so much content.
Yeah, Roblox is basically just Minecraft on crack. Like, it's just literally whatever you can imagine you can do on Roblox, which is pretty cool.
And room for creativity and fun for a young mind. And I think we can all agree that sports games peaked during our childhood. 2K16 is probably...
No, I wasn't even going to say 2K. I was going to say, like, Wii Sports. Wii Sports was, like, the shit growing up. Everyone played Wii Sports growing up. And it's a lie if you didn't. I know every single person, I guarantee, any person you talk to in my age group, or that's even like 25 years old, will say they played Wii Sports growing up more than probably anything else.
And bro, how can we forget those old FIFA soundtracks? I need to know now. Unfortunately, these days, sports games have been watered down to over-monetize.
Yeah, no, all sports games suck now. Besides MLB The Show. The rest suck. Because EA Sports, everyone knows this.
Recycled slop held hostage by corporate overlords. But I still remember the days of try-harding on my park and having intense battles with my brother on Madden. We even witnessed mobile games like Clash of Clans and Clash Royale take...
Hey, you know what's funny? I never played Clash of Clans or Clash Royale. I always thought it was like a time commitment. Because didn't you have to like take care of your village or something in Clash of Clans? And I forget about stuff like that. So I never got into it, but all of my friends still play it. Like, I have friends that still play Clash of Clans and don't shut the fuck up about it. Like they're very into it.
Over the zeitgeist of our
I
generation.
mean, everyone knows the theme song.
And of course, who can forget Flappy Bird? When it comes to Gen Z, I feel like I have to talk about books, and really one specific book series, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't think there's ever been
Yeah, I remember like book fair. Did any of y'all have book fair growing up? I would just get all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books because like I'm not a big reader, but these were really fun, easy to read. And I would get like 3 of them, and everyone would think I'm smart, even though these are not very hard books to read, and I would finish them all within 5 days.
or ever will be another book series like Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Much like the
100 million copies? Oh my, I know the movies too helped out with that, but that's absurd.
cartoons we grew up watching, this book series had a profound impact on the culture and humor of Gen Z. While most children's books try to teach good values like honesty and hard work, Jeff Kinney throws all of that out of the window. Greg Heffley is cynical, self-serving.
Greg Heffley is a terrorist. Greg Heffley's a supervillain. He's a serial killer in the making.
Opportunistic, lies, cheats, and always tries to find a shortcut.
Yeah, dude, I cannot stand Greg Heffley in any Diary of a Wimpy Kid media. I hate him.
Basically, Greg
Not the actor. Zachary Gordon's fine. Greg Heffley, the character, I fucking hate.
Heffley is the most honest children's book character we've ever seen. I think because Gen Z has always been hyper-aware, we reject overly righteous characters because we know they don't exist in real life. The people around us operate like Greg.
Yeah, I know, but Greg frames his friend. Like, come on.
And in many ways, so do we. He was a hilariously
Yeah, I disagree with that one, bro.
flawed character that rarely learned his lesson, and we couldn't get enough. Much like the cartoons we grew up watching, Jeff Kinney gave us the respect of not talking down to us. The magic of those first 6 books will forever hold a special place in my heart. And
Yeah, Roger Rules too. Loaded Diaper. Dude, there's a subreddit Loaded Diaper with 200,000 members. That's hilarious.
clearly, I'm not the only one, with Diary of the Wimpy Kid still being relevant in meme culture till this day. Culture of Diary of the Wimpy Kid fanfictions that range from extremely hilarious to downright depressing. And from time to time, I still read through this book series because it has a distinct comfort and charm that I can't find anywhere else. If
I don't read the books, but I'll rewatch the movies around once a year, especially Roger Rules. Roger Rules is unironically like one of my favorite movies of all time.
we're gonna talk about Gen Z media, then it's only right that we talk about Gen Z social media. While short-form apps like Vine and TikTok have been huge during our childhood, culturally, nothing really comes close to YouTube. I'm genuinely glad I got to witness the old days of YouTube. The days of FNAF Let's Plays, OG.
Oh my god. Does anyone please tell me I'm not the only one that watched Markiplier and Five Nights at Freddy's and being like, I am the king of Five Nights at Freddy's! Hopefully that wasn't just me, because oh my, Markiplier, top 5 YouTuber of all time.
Phase, back when H3H3 was making hilarious commentary videos. Casey Neistat's daily vlog, the rise of anime.
Casey Neistat was like the original YouTuber, right? Like vlog YouTuber. Him and like Roman Atwood. And then like the Paul brothers and David Dobrik exploded onto the scene. You know what's weird? My little sister, she's 13, which is not that young anymore. And I asked her, I'm like, "Oh, do you like have you watched David Dobrik before?" And she goes, "Who's that?" The fuck you mean, who's David Dobrik? David Dobrik was the shit when I was growing up.
Yo, what's up? My name is Ardizzle for Shizzle my nizzle off the hizzle.
Ryan Higa. It's really hard for me to put into words how much Ryan Higa's videos mean to me. He was literally the first YouTuber I ever watched. For the longest time, I thought YouTube.
Oh no, I thought like my top YouTuber was probably the Paul brothers and Vanoss Gaming. I watched Vanoss Gaming way too much as a kid. They, like, H2O Delirious formed my sense of humor growing up, which I know is probably not a good thing.
YouTube was just a place for music videos until one day my friend showed me Rustin Heber. It was an eye-opening moment. He was edgy but also genuinely funny and made
Would we say I didn't really watch him, but like Smosh? I would say Smosh is probably the original go to YouTube before Mr. Beast kind of took over that title. But like, I don't know if I watched Smosh a lot growing up, and like the Try Not to Laugh videos, those were really good. The gaming, Smosh was Mr. Beast before Mr. Beast, essentially.
Clever social commentary. I still distinctly remember the days in middle school of watching Dear Ryan's on the bus ride home. He was truly one of the first personal brands on YouTube, and I think we all need to thank him for paving the way. So Ryan, I think there's only one thing left to say. And follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there once we hit 4.
Follow the kid, man. Check him out. This is a really good video. I like it.